Let's be honest, most people walk around in a total trance. They are addicted to their phones, they are completely oblivious to what's going on around them, and that makes them vulnerable. In this lesson, we're going to introduce the concept of tactical walking, and we're going to show you how you can use it to keep yourself safe when you're out and about. By the way, this video is actually a short lesson that we've taken from our upcoming course called the Personal Safety Framework, so if you enjoy this video, there's a very good chance that you might like our course. If you want to find out more information about our upcoming course and get yourself on the wait list, there's a link in the video description. The first important factor of tactical walking is the 2-meter rule. Whenever you leave your house or your safe zone, think of yourself as having a 2-meter bubble around you at all times. Now that's not 2 meters of invisible, impenetrable shield. You may have to take the bus to work, you may have to take the train, you may have to walk through a corridor. You cannot enforce 2 meters of personal space on the whole world and expect them to comply. That's not the goal. The goal is to have a general awareness of everyone and everything outside of your 2-meter bubble, but to have an alertness of anyone within it. For example, you're walking down the high street. You should be aware of everyone and everything that's going on outside of your 2-meter bubble, but anyone that's approaching that 2-meter bubble or entering it gets special attention. Try to do whatever you reasonably can to avoid anyone coming into your bubble. You can adjust your path and avoid somebody that would have inevitably passed through your personal space, or if somebody's walking up close behind you, maybe just move to the side and let them pass. But during the times where it's impossible to enforce that 2 meters of space, just be alert to the behaviour, the eyes, the hands of anyone that's within that 2 meters of space until you can inevitably start to create space again. Another important factor of tactical walking is positioning. If you are walking along a pavement or a sidewalk, for our American friends, try to walk in the middle wherever possible. Because if you walk too close to the building line, you could be pulled into a recessed doorway or an alleyway. If you walk too close to the curb, then you could easily trip or be accidentally nudged onto the road and into an oncoming vehicle. Try not to walk with your hands in your pockets, although caveat, unless you're holding your personal safety tools, in which case we'll let you off. Raoul does this all the time. He's walking around with one hand in his pocket. He's actually holding his torch or his pens or some kind of equipment that he's got on him. If you have to use your phone while you're out and about to check your maps or to answer a call, that's absolutely fine. Just have a little look at who's around you first and then move to the side. Try to put your back up against the wall if you can so nobody can get your back, and then you can use your phone. While you're using your phone, just every now and then have a scan of who's around you, and then when you're done, put your phone back in your pocket and you carry on walking. When you're walking near a road, always walk facing the oncoming vehicles. So you're walking against the flow of traffic with the cars coming towards you, because that prevents a car from being able to slowly pull up behind you without you being aware of it. Also, it's a lot easier to spot somebody driving recklessly if they're coming towards you, and it gives you the opportunity to identify it and get out of the way. Just as important as being aware of where you are going is being aware of where you have just been. Keep a mental log of where you've come from and what you've passed along the way. As you're walking, have you passed any busy areas, any shops, any police, any security guards? Have you seen anything that you could run to and quickly grab and use as a weapon or a shield, like outdoor seating or a fire extinguisher or a piece of wood or some rocks? As you're walking, just try to keep a mental note of the things, the people, the places that you're passing by. Every 100 meters or so, just turn around and take a quick look back where you came from, so that you can see what the street looks like from the opposite angle. This all becomes really important for the next part. Because if something goes wrong and you need to escape, even the act of running away is something that needs to be performed in a tactical and very clever way. If things go wrong, you shouldn't be looking for a new safe place to run to. You should be running to one that you've just passed. And that's why keeping a mental log is so essential, because if you just run to nowhere in particular, you might find yourself running the wrong way, running into more trouble, or running into an area that doesn't have any escape. If you do have to run away, think of running like an obstacle course, like Raoul likes to say, not a 100-meter sprint. Don't just run the 100-meter sprint with your chin down, gunning it, because you need to be aware of everything that's going on around you. You need to know if people are throwing things, if there's more threats coming, where the escape routes are, if there's any trip hazards. Next, we're going to look at what you should do if you think you're being followed. First of all, it's far more likely that you're not being followed than you are, so don't panic. You need to confirm your suspicions before you do anything else. And the easiest way to confirm if you're being followed is to just cross the road. Don't make it blatantly obvious. Act like you've just seen a shop, or you've just walked past your destination, or you've gone the wrong way. Doing this isn't going to stop a person following you, but what it will do is it will confirm whether or not you are actually being followed. You know if somebody's still following you now that you need to get help. Don't go back home if you can avoid it, because you don't want the person to know where you live. Go to the nearest safe place instead. A busy area, a shop, anywhere where there's people, and ask them for help. If you follow these steps and you apply tactical walking, you will immediately become more aware than literally 99% of everybody else around you. Why would a criminal choose you, Mr. or Mrs. this is situationally aware when there are so many other people around you that are just totally distracted and so easy for them to prey on. If you enjoyed this video, remember there's a link in the video description to find out more about our upcoming online course and to get yourself on the waitlist.